Welcome back to AM Northwest. Here now to show us how to make a festive piece of art for Halloween. We welcome back professional artist Elida Field. Great to see you again.
It is so great to be here.
Before we get to the art, I have to mention that your dad is here. Your dad, Randy, is here. He's visiting, yes.
Yes. Look at your on screen, Dad.
Yay. And you're both celebrating your birthdays, so that's great. Yeah.
We are. We share the same birthday.
That's
so
great.
October 7th, I was the best gift, for his birthday. And I keep every year he has to celebrate with me. So
I think that's so fun.
It's pretty
and
awesome.
I like the fact that he lives just across the street from you.
Everybody loves Raymond on steroids around my house. So yes, it's a lot of
He's a great guy.
Which is great, is great. So
all right, now tell me about this painting.
So we are going to do a little scarecrow, and there is also just a little jack-o'-lantern, but you could add little ghosts, you could make it spooky, you could make it less spooky, and it's fun because it's just a little silhouette, and then with some watercolors, and you can do as interesting sunset as you want to. But we're going to start with our Sharpie. Okay. And we're just going to come across the big Sharpie, the big kahuna. Here we go. And at the bottom, I'm just going to draw kind of just about an inch off the ground, just a line across.
Okay.
And we're going to draw the scarecrow first, and then if we have time, we can add the other things.
I would have thought we did the background. Okay.
Yeah, no, we'll do the scarecrow first. So but you have to use a Sharpie or a pen that's not going to bleed, with the watercolor.
Gotcha.
So the Sharpie's permanent. So then the next thing I'm going to do is a line, probably just kind of in the middle, straight down like this.
In the middle.
Yep, just right down. Perfect. And then a circle on the top, and then we're going to fill that circle in completely.
Okay.
Awesome. And then we're going to do another line across. You can kind of make it angled. It doesn't have to be perfect for the arms. And another circle for the body or the chest.
Okay.
So we're just going to fill these little circles in like this. And then for the legs, I'm doing a angled line out, kind of just making two just squares like this, like you're just making some little pants.
Okay.
Yep. And we're filling everything in with our Sharpie.
Okay.
And we can come back with our paint and, fill things in too. Don't worry, like if you don't have it perfectly filled in. I'm just filling it as the best I can. And then we're going to go back to the top and make a little hat. So I'm going to angle line across like this. Yeah. Beautiful. And then we're going to make a little, almost kind of a little triangle, or I'm sorry, a square. Got to get my shapes together. Awesome. And then now we're going to do some hay coming out. So the little hair is going to come out like that.
Oh, perfect.
And then we're going to come off of the arms. I'm coming in and making a little bit thicker and having the hay kind of come off to the sides.
Okay.
And you can just fill that in. It can be a little bit more there. And then some little hay on where the feet would go. Okay. We're going to make some of those coming out like this. And like this.
Fun.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, now you can add some little grass down here. We're just going to do it in a couple spots. And if we wanted to do, I don't know how we're doing on time to do the tree and everything else, but you can add more background stuff.
Sure.
But let's get to
do
the
background.
Yeah. Okay. So you would do that. You'd add your jack-o'-lantern, and I gave that on the instructions on how to do that. So we'll put our Sharpie to the side.
Okay.
And now we're going to add our watercolor. We're going to just take our big brush, and we're going to drip into our tray of and this is just basic. I mean, everybody can find watercolors from any little store. They're around, even I think at any shop you can get them.
Okay.
And depends on the watercolor. Some are a little bit more bright and some are a little bit less, but you just use what you've got.
Sure.
You use what you have. So we're going to start by using our big brush now and coming across with water back and forth from the top. And so we just activate kind of getting some water on our paper.
Do you teach this to grade school kids?
Yeah, so grade school kids.
I noticed because you were talking to me like I was about. And now we go.
And now you use your princess wave with your big brush. We do the sword swish.
Okay. You can
or
totally
the princess wave.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I go into my teaching mode,
yeah,
Helen, and it's and I just taught kids this week, so I guess I'm in my kids mode.
Okay.
So cross back and forth. And that is true, though. You want to keep your lines going horizontal.
Okay.
Yeah. Because if you're going up and down, especially when we go into the paints,
it'll
it
ruin.
can be ruined. So then we're going to start with my purple at the very top.
Okay.
And I'm just putting in. Now you could do blue and then purple. I mean, you can make this whatever color you want, but I'm going to make just kind of the standard purple. And then as I come down and I'm adding a little bit more water. Now I move into my red.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
your favorite. Look
Yeah,
at this.
yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Look at how that blends and goes
Okay.
together. I just got back from Europe, and we did a lot of watercolors, like in Italy and Croatia, and it's such an easy thing to pack in your backpack because it's small.
Yeah.
And so you can do them anywhere. You know, you can just have, if you have a
they
little
have
cup of
miniature
water,
traveling.
little tiny ones
Yeah.
that you can just put in your purse and be doing in any place, and it's fun. So just try, like, when you get going with it, it's something easy
Look how
to
cool that was.
pack.
Yeah.
And then
Love
we're going
it.
to go yellow at the very end.
Okay.
Yellow at the very end. That makes it look like, woo, like the sun is setting. So gorgeous. Beautiful.
Oh my gosh, that looks
This
great.
looks so good.
Yeah.
And then, okay, if you wanted to go back, like this is something too, like on the ground, we can use our black now with our paint.
Yeah.
The thing we want to be careful with is that it will bleed out. You see that? So
Yeah.
you don't want it to kind of
Go
go
up that
into
way.
that.
Yeah,
So
that's a
we
good
do
point.
it on the very bottom.
Okay.
And you did good because you have like stopped at your line, but
Yeah.
I went over. So I kind of need to go just at the base. But any parts, once this dries and you have it kind of finished drying on that first layer,
Yeah.
you can go back with your paint and then add, you know, we could fill in a little bit darker with our paint or with our Sharpies after it's dried.
Right. Okay, great.
And that's it.
And
easy peasy.
Okay. Can you now, with your, you mentioned I can go in and do a tree with my Sharpie.
You can, but we
But
jumped.
wait, let it dry.
Let it dry. Yeah. So with your Sharpie, either do all your drawings at the beginning
Yeah.
and then paint over, or
Perfect.
we have to let this watercolor dry first, and then we can come back with our Sharpie over the top.
Happy birthday to you and
Thank
your dad,
you,
Randy.
and happy birthday, Dad.
Yeah, we'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away. Yay!
Yay.